should be with Srila Prabhupada. It's spiritual masters so much said about our spiritual. Maybe we continue about spiritual master. We have to mix it a little. So, this is Margaret. Oh, I have already one here. So perhaps we can read about the devotee's vision. Do we really need to be introspective? It's a question. Srila Prabhupada says, oh, I should.
Each other.
Says Srila Prabhupada.
Yes.
We have to give up external vision, the vision of material enjoyment and material forms, and become introspective. Until we become introspective, we will continue to depend on external vision. But external vision is illusory. This is the absolute death blow for materialists. Because this is the only goal in the material world. This external world, exploiting it, enjoying it, controlling it, destroying it. This is on a very, very low level of understanding. As a human being, we should cultivate, we should go deeper. Because this is illusory. So on this level we are not, we are coming and going and nothing lasts. Nothing will survive. Everything will change all the time. If we are eager to know the contents of a letter, we show no patience when looking at the envelope. If we see objects in this material world as ingredients only for the Lord's service, we will no longer have external vision. So the Supreme Lord is situated everywhere in this world. He is situated in the hearts of all living entities. Have you ever tried to see, when you see man or human walking, or deer, or animals, that the Lord is sitting in their heart? You see the Lord. No, we see the external form. We are not seeing the super soul, in this form, what we see. We have only external vision. Everything, our whole life of this world, in this temporary world, is based on this external thing. And this is illusion. This is called illusion because there's a beginning and an end. Can one follow this? There may be argument against this, but it has not very stable foundation. Any argument you will bring, because this is reality. The Lord is always situated in the temple of my heart, just to give me the opportunity to serve Him. When this conviction becomes prominent in our minds, then, according to the logic, a learned person sees everyone equally. Therefore, I can perceive my worshipful Lord everywhere. We will find our external, inferior worldly vision cleared. At that time, I will consider the entire world full of happiness. So easy. But the last part we have not realized, not understood properly. So we cannot. It takes us a long time for some, takes long time for some. It becomes very clear, and they can act accordingly. But even if we understand this from the logic, from the intellect, we are not able to change our vision in this world. It is all based on external manifestation, gross, temporary, illusory. This is a reality. What argument can anyone have? Those who are very attached to this material world, they will try everything to destroy this kind of understanding, or to find their temporary solution, or find another vision. But it's not defeatable. Because everything is temporary here. Everything has a beginning and end. So the next question is, can we save ourselves? Srila Prabhupada say, I will protect myself. This is what a non-devotee demon thinks. This concept will certainly get us into trouble. Instead, devotees know that Krishna is their protector. Why should we be afraid? Because everybody will get sick if he's thinking, I am the master of everything, or I can save myself. So devotee know that Krishna is their protector. Why should we be afraid? So whatever Krishna wants, that will happen. This is reality. We should maintain this understanding taught by the great devotees, or great devotee Prahlad. As soon as we become indifferent to Harikatha, become less dependent on the Lord, we will become captured by various sinful motives and false ego. Then we will be in danger. The truth is so simple and so clear. There's nobody, no learned person who can defeat this reality. This we have to realize first this way, and then when we have become sane and sincere, we have to also try to follow the instruction of the Vedic essence of the Vedic scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam, and devotees who are following strictly, not changing anything, just seeing the truth as it is. Then we may become capable of getting eyes to see the reality, not the illusion, not the external forms. So how should we treat the material world? Srila Prabhupada says, we should see this material world and everything in it as full of ingredients for the Lord's service. This is another way. Whatever beautiful thing we may be attracted in this material world, but if you see it as an ingredient for serving the Lord, or the Lord He has created it, He is maintaining or He is destroying. But everything is meant for His enjoyment. So if we connect like this, then we're in a safe position. Everything in it's full of ingredients for the Lord's service. Everything in this world is meant for Krishna's service. The day when we can look at the world like this, become liberated from the material conception, we will be able to see the material world as the spiritual world, Goloka. We should treat all women as Krishna's beloved. Not anybody argument. Everything is meant for Krishna's enjoyment. If you want to enjoy these things, then the illusion will, you will experience that you are not meant for this. So, the day when we look at the world like this and become liberated from material conception, we'll be able to see the material world as the spiritual world, Goloka. We should treat all women as Krishna's beloved. They are to be enjoyed by Him. Do not look at them with an enjoying spirit. They are meant to be enjoyed by Krishna, never by the living entities. Treat your father and mother as Krishna's father and mother, instead of considering your children your servants. Treat them as friends of child Krishna. Then you will not see the material world everywhere but Goloka. It's like we can enter the transcendental plane if you get this kind of vision, this kind of seeing. Everything is meant for His enjoyment. He created not for us. What is where this idea comes from? He created for us this illusion, yes. But actually, He is an autocrat. He is the only enjoyer. And we are meant to be enjoyed by Him, and everything is meant for His enjoyment. But by getting free will, we can decide. Let us enjoy all this creation. Let us be the controller, and then you will experience material world. Then we have to go through so many difficulties, so many headaches. This is the law. He created this place for those who want to separately enjoy and not understanding that we are part of Him and we are meant for His enjoyment. Like the hand is not meant to enjoy separate from the body. The hand is a limb of the whole body. We are limb or part of the whole body. So it is the duty for the feet to carry us somewhere, the hand to do something, to feed the mouth, the taste, everything, all sense organs. They are not separate from the Lord. Just our consciousness has to change. Whatever we do, we should do it as an offering or a service to the Supreme. Then we take our original position. Don't think you're a slave there. We are slaves. You should think like this, or we should think like this. But actually, we are loving slaves. We love our master because there is relation to him. We don't think he is just an how they call it now, this dictator, you know, you have to, it is, we are not separated from him, you know. He wants us to enjoy with him in all different kind of rasas. Rasas means moods. As neutral, as a servant, as a friend, as a parent, as a lover. All these relations Krishna can enjoy. So we have to find our real position and just then you will not see the material world everywhere, but Goloka. Then you're not living anymore in this material world. Then you live in Goloka, means in the transcendental world, eternal world. Is there any question on these topics?
We need these senses to get some knowledge of the external world and also to move in this world. We need the external senses. But actually the truth lies inside. So actually only someone who is really determined, he goes inside and looks at what's there.
When you say we need these senses, this is not right. You need these senses when you want to be a materialist.
But if you can't see, if you can't hear, if you can't smell, if you can't taste.
Why you cannot taste it? Why you cannot see?
You can, because you have the senses.
Yes, because illusion has covered us. This is the material senses. They are here for. Also, Krishna has senses, but they are spiritual. But our senses we use for our self-satisfaction, for I and my thing. So this is different. If we use it in Krishna's service, then the senses are not anymore, they lose their power. They are not anymore, we are not using it anymore. Because we are giving up to satisfy our spiritual senses, not anymore our material desires or necessities, whatever we may sing. If we use it in Krishna's seva or see everything connected with him and is for him, then this kind of senses not existing anymore.
In Italy, our good brother, one Jagabandhu. In Italy, in Goramandala, is one Jagabandhu, our good brother, initiated by our Guru. He's completely blind, but he made beautiful deity of Jagannath. Completely everything. Like you see Jagannath, he made, and he's completely blind.
But he's on a high level, you know.
Now we should be careful with these things. We should not speculate about this. There's many other blind, he can also do many things. So not everybody is.
No, I want to say even if blind, he can get some knowledge.
Yeah, but this is too close to the material plane. We are not blind, even if you cannot see with these eyes, or you cannot taste, you cannot smell, or you cannot hear. You can hear with your transcendental senses. You can see with your transcendental senses. So this change, this transformation has to take place first.
You know, this example when Dhritarashtra was blind, you know, and Krishna, he manifested partly his universal form.
This is an example.
And Dhritarashtra said, please give me the vision for some time, you know.
And I can see you.
Yeah, and then I don't have to restore your eyes, you know. If I say you will see, you will see.
Yes. This is, we have to be careful not to mix up this. It is a very subtle thing. But when Krishna wants us to see him, also the original Jagannath deity is carved by a blind saint, by a blind man. You know it? They found a piece of wood and they were looking at someone who could do it, and one said, I can do. But you have to give me time for, I don't know,
21 days?
Huh?
21 days?
Something like this, yeah, so a certain time. And nobody should see, nobody should come and see, nobody should disturb me these days. So he carved, and then Jagannath appeared in Puri. This was how Jagannath, the form of Jagannath, manifested. But he was a transcendental. He did not form it in, like Krishna standing with a flute, like we see. He lowered a beard in the form of Jagannath. And this, why he had a beard like this, there's another story in Dwarka. It is an ecstatic form of the Lord, ecstatic symptoms he manifested. But this is completely on the transcendental plane. So there are many such things we can read in different books, and also things that blind men can do many things, you know. They can dance, they can Yeah, but we have to be very careful with this, that we are not thinking that it's transcendental or it is.
No, he was not understanding me. He told that we need senses to learn something from this world, but we not need senses to learn these things.
Yet not these cross senses. This we should, because we are, as long as the cross senses involved, we cannot step out from it. They will keep us. We have to develop transcendental senses. That it means we go to a much more subtle level. And they are, according to our level where we are starting, Spirit Master will guide us. He will tell us what to do, what is there, how I can cross this mundane conception. It is also said when you say, you have to study all the Shastras and the Siddhanta, you have to know. But when you enter the transcendental world, what is said? Jnana Shunya Bhakti. So all this jnana, what you have, Shunya, rejected. It's useless there. It is useless. It's like how you call this cricket?
Crutches or rollator?
Something like this, yeah. To help us.
Walking aid.
Yeah. It is helping us. But when you really want to enter, then you have to throw it away.
Give up that also.
Yes, everything. Jnana Shunya Bhakti. If this my Guru Maharaj told me, one of my first question it was in Temple of Vrindavan on the tour. I asked him, how can I advance in spiritual life? And then he told me, whatever you have heard. I was 25 years chanting Hare Krishna already when I met my Gurudev there in Vrindavan. I thought I know quite something. I realized something. But he told me, he looked at me and told me, whatever you have heard, whatever they have taught you, whatever you know of this world, and even spiritually, you kick it out. It is useless. You come like a innocent boy. You don't know anything. You just come with a pure heart.
It's easier to teach a small child rather than an adult one.
Yeah.
Basically, adult, they have a lot of ideas and you have to unlearn first to learn more.
Right.
And that's what it is.
And there's an example given, there are two coming to a man who teaches sitar playing instrument. You know this, I think. And the one did not know anything about how to play sitar. And the other one, he already knew something. He could play a little bit, So both of them. And then they asked, think how much I have to give. And he said to the one who did not know at all, he is a small amount something, I don't know what, but very little. But those one who know already something, he thought he knows something, he said, this is very costly for you. Because first I have to teach you to forget all these things what you have learned. Then you can start from in a healthy condition, in a pure state. I can teach you. Otherwise, you always mix your speculation inside your whatever we have heard there and there and there. So this is not useful if you want to learn new things. You have to give up old. Jnana Shunya Bhakti. When you enter Transcendental plane, all what you teach, even spiritually, is no benefit, because if you want to enter there, the only condition or the only test is your heart must be pure, clean. That you come with your knowledge and you want to teach there someone, you know. They know everything. This is a transcendental world. We have no idea what it is. It's a material conception if we think that I know. We don't know anything about spirituality. Jnana is not spiritual. You cannot, from Jnana, you cannot attain the Vaikuntha. I mean, you have to give it up. You have to leave it here. It is helpful. It is. But Gaurkishoras Babaji was the spiritual master of the most learned person in India, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And Gaurkishoras Babaji was illiterate. He could not read anything. He could even not write anything.
But this Shunya, which Bhakti Shunya and Jnana, how is it different from Buddhist philosophy of Shunya? Because they also have this to attain nirvana.
Yeah. It's also the Jnana Yoga, or even Karma Yoga, and properly practiced, you know. You offer Karma Yoga means you offer everything what you get, you give to Krishna. Yeah, only for your maintenance you keep. This is also you attain moksha. Jnana Yoga is also the Siddhanta, philosophically, you attain moksha. But this is the neutral state, this is not Vaikuntha. This is just to get out of the material plane, from the material plane. You have conquered it, you have no taste. But if you want to go further in the Vaikuntha, where the divine pastimes are manifested, then we have to leave all this yarn and whatever we were living, dreaming. I know, it's typical.
We have this Jiva Tattva, Maya Tattva, Krishna Tattva, Radha Tattva, all these tattvas, we have them.
This is only theoretical.
Yeah, but it's also...
when you meet a cowherd boy there, he will tell you about Radharani. He will tell you everything, he will tell you. When you are there, everything is known to you.
Yeah, this is... when you know Krishna, you know everything.
Yes.
Nice.
Easier said than that.
This is bhakti. This other is jnana, this is karma, or this is mystic yoga, whatever. There's still I and my involved. I want to go out from this illusion, or I want to get out from this hell, or I have enough experience here. I want to enjoy in some emptiness. I am happy when everything is finished. But this is not qualification for Vaikuntha.
But it's also a development. You know, maybe
Yes,
in the
this is.
beginning you understand, oh God, this is also all Maya and all suffering, I want to get out of here. This is in the beginning, but later
Yes, yes.
you have this positive outlook.
Yes, this is how it is. It is not wrong to study. I'm not saying this. But I know so many devotees who are not into this studying. Give this example of Gaudiya Babaji Maharaj. He was an eternal associate of the Lord. He was very, very special personality, but he never studied the Shastra. And Jagannath Das Babaji, they were so many. Bhakti you cannot learn, but some have an approach. They want to know everything. Especially when you speak to students who are educated or scientists, they want to know exactly everything and they want on paper. But in the end, they have to skip everything if they want to cross the border, the viraja.
Like Gokishodas Babaji Maharaj, this knowledge was revealed in his heart.
Yes, as you said, if you know Krishna, you know everything. Yeah. You know everything is clear. Everything is completely. You will not find any fault in this world, even when you look at, because everything has to be like this. So every living being who lives in this material world has to harvest the fruits from their past life. It is very clear, and there is no escape from anything. But the materialist will think, I can protect myself from cancer, or from this, or I can run away from war, or I can... So many they think, but nobody escapes on the end. It is already these things, and that's because it is a harmony there. But as a materialist, when you're inside, it is chaotic. It seems chaotic. That I would never like to live in such a place.
There's one saying, if you look close on this world, it's a tragedy. But if you go far away and look on the world, it's like a comedy.
Yes, it is, but a drama, a comedy, it is.
Like this.
It is not the goal of a living being to take a bird in this material world. This is just simply ignorance. Dhammaguna. Maya aparittakyana, it is called. It's intellect is stolen by illusion. So it may sound logical or something clear, but still we have problems to accept. When we go out here from the door, then the mind will start, but. So then you will know where we are. This is reality. Reality is always reality. We can close here. It's late now. Srila Prabhupada Param Gurudev Nityalila Bhavistam Vishubhad Paramahamsa Digacharya Stota Sasi Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Gurudev Nityalila Bhavistam Vishubhad Paramahamsa Digacharya Stota Sasi Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Sindhubhyeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo